also very, very chill. And before we get started, let me go ahead and give you guys a word really quickly. I had a client this morning ask me about Crossroads. So here is your brief educational lesson on Crossroads.
Finish her!
Could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the booze.
What is a crossroad? A crossword is a spiritual term that practitioners used where the energy can either ascend, descend, or stay the same. A crossroads is, in my personal definition, is a place where you have a decision to make of how the energy is going to change and or manifest. Okay, going off of the lessons from last week, shifting your perspective can lead to these things that we call, indeed, crossroads. Okay, in Valdez, there are physical representations of crossroads, that being a point where a street meets and branches off into two separate directions. This is a physical location in Valdez, but it is also of metaphysical properties when you are talking about the spirituality or spell casting dealing with hoodoo, Valdez, or Santeria. A crossroads, what is it? Okay, it's basically where you are in a position where your energy, your choices, or your decisions can change the trajectory of which an energy, a connection, or a relationship is going to go. Whether that is the relationship with another person, or whether that is the relationship with the deities that are governing your path to get you to another location. If you have shifted your perception on your reality, or if your ambitions have changed, you are going to meet a crossroad.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
If you look at Christianity, Jesus was hung on a cross. Which, if you think about it, could be a spiritual symbol of change and or you working with God to shift into a trajectory that is ascending for you, or that attunes to the ambition that you have curated. Make it simple. A crossroad is where the ball is in your court fully. Okay, energy does change. Okay, nothing is definite. As a predominant psychic in my field, it is my job to read the probable result past the crossroads that you guys will reach. If you notice that in season 6, I actually started telling you where the crossroad is and when that crossroad would manifest itself. So if the energy does change, I have my own goddamn back, like breakfast.
The breakfast.
Okay. With that being said, what do you do at a crossroads? What do you do when you feel like you're at, well, let's go back. How do you know you're at a crossroads? Nothing's changing, and you feel damn discombobulated. You would think that in that level of uncomfortable energy, you would just pick a path and you would just go down that path, right? Like, you know, the original Bootz, which is me, had to pick a wall because New York told them to pick a wall. And, you know, I love New York, so I picked the wall that had New York written on there. Topic that we talk about in our nationwide story. Recognize that you're at a crossroads. You're uncomfortable. You're discombobulated, and nothing is moving forward. Okay. Can a romantic crossroads affect a business crossroads? Yes. When you are at a crossroads, that energy is infectious. And I don't know, but some of y'all be setting up a damn lawn chair at a crossroads and sipping margaritas. That you are at the crossroads first. So diagnose yourself. I'm at a crossroads. Okay, then what do? You go, well, what I do is I go to God or I cast. Okay, they can mean the same thing depending on your belief system, but you then want to say, okay, what is it? Can you lay the pathways out plain for me so I know if I go this way, what is going to go down, or this way? And if you are having difficulty with that, that's where somebody comes to see me. Most people are at a crossroads when you seek out a psychic energy. The third thing is first, acknowledge you're at the crossroads. Second, go to God. 3, choose a path and walk the path unapologetically. When you're at a crossroads, it's the perfect opportunity to cast because God wants to work with you. But what you've been working with has you at a standstill or at an intersection. So which way are you going? Now, in my belief system, all roads lead to God. Okay, but also in my belief system that the path of least resistance is the path that I typically would want to walk. So when you do go to God in step 3, ask him that he shows you a sign or a symbol as to the path of least resistance and a path of speediness, because nobody wants to walk forever even if the path is smooth. Okay, when you go to God, you are re-acknowledging your faith. You are saying this is a conversation that you're having. God, this is where you've gotten me to this crossroad. Now my ambition has changed. I no longer want to be a superstar. I want to help more people. So the road is going to be a different road than I'm going to take. However, they all have led to my prosperity. Somebody said your makeup looks good. I have on no makeup today. This is a bare face with a filter, a lash, and a little bit of lipstick. It's Labor Day. But thank you. You gotta have a good canvas for the filter to do its thing, you know. I say that to say this. Crossroads. What to do with them? Acknowledge you're at a crossroads, go to God, and walk the path unapologetically. I'm going to throw this bitch to break. This is my song, Motherland, and I'll be right back with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 nationwide stories.